modern women have become very exhausting to deal with, exhausting to listen to, exhausting to it's exhausting to even be in their presence. If you have not been paying attention to the way the world and society has been currently affected by modern women and that thought process and that ideology, if you have been paying attention, you will notice that a lot of these modern women just don't make sense. And modern women really don't have a grasp on what of value another another man is, period. But other human beings are. Modern women are so selfish that they can't even see past themselves. And they will work to the detriment of anything that they see as competition. But make it hard for other women as well. This is why it is so every time you hear a rational male or just an average male listen to what's out there today with modern women, you start seeing why so many men are frustrated, confused, their minds are blown. If you've watched people like Kevin Samuels show, you will see why it is embarrassing for modern women, but especially for modern black women. Modern black women have let the communities be destroyed. The men go long, loveless lives and to forego relationships. They forego relationships in order to build some kind of dependence and lead themselves, but then beg to be led and then wonder why there's no one leading them and teaching them things. And then there's no one protecting them. They want to wonder why there's so many things that a husband is supposed to do for his wife or a man is supposed to do for his woman that they're not getting. And they wonder why. You listen to modern women talk, black women in particular, you hear nothing but anger, confusion, and delusion. The anger comes from anything. The anger comes from things that don't even make sense, things that don't even apply to their lives anymore. Their anger comes from other women's experiences most of the time. They'll have one unique bad experience and then monolithically take on every other woman's bad experience and then get offended and mad and take on every negative feeling that has nothing to do with them but for women. It's like modern women pick and choose what is offensive to themselves and what is offensive to them as women. And then they take that and whatever you're talking about, whatever the subject of conversation is, whenever you're offending not her specifically, but offending all women, she's offended. But whenever you're offending her specifically, but not all women, she's offended. You can't not only not make this shit up, but you can't even reason with it. You can't logic with this. You can't even try to make it see what it is. You try to make it see what it is, and it attacks you, hates you, and tries to destroy you. You try to make it better, and it calls you toxic for trying to make it better. It's like the effort goes unrewarded, so why the effort? Especially modern day. There is no there's no real encouragement. There is no real motivation. There is no real type of deciding factor to be like, oh man, I think I really want to have a family and, have my family raised by these types of women because this is the women in society, bro. But who wants their families and children raised by this? Look at how many people are raised by this now, and look at what we're going through now because of this. Marriages failing, women failing, men just don't even care no more, like, ready to give up, lost. Don't really have a purpose because it's like, why have a purpose? Men generally aren't selfish. Men generally aren't that selfish. Let me tell you why. If men were generally selfish, there would be way more wars than peace. Way more. If men were generally selfish, there would be way more crime than anything. If men were generally selfish, like these women are generally selfish, these modern women are generally selfish, the world would be shit right now. But because men in general understand that there's things outside of themselves that they have to take care of in order for them to have a better, or anyone else to come after them have a better experience of this world, that's what they try to do. That's what they try to pass on. They try to pass on skills, knowledge, and tools for you, the next people that come, to be able to fully enjoy the world. People that built trains for miles and train tracks for miles wasn't thinking, oh, well, I'm not going to use this train, so I might be an old man by the time the train's done, so I'm not even going to. They were thinking, it would be real cool if we could go from one side of the earth to the other side of the earth, or one city to the next city in an expedient way publicly. Like, everybody should be able to do it. Nah, oh no, just me. Nah, I need to be able to go from here to here. I need a private jet. That's the only mode of transportation that needs to be made because it's for me. You know what I'm saying? It's for me. But you can look at anybody's channels, from Think Before You Sleep to It's Complicated to Kevin Samuels to Fresh and Fit, and you will see this modern women entitled attitude on full unthrottled display. And it goes anywhere from 18 to fuck. And it probably preteens, but nobody care about preteens shit. Not preteens, teenagers, whatever. But nobody care about teenagers and all that shit. But this attitude comes probably from 18 to 65, bro. Like, I don't, where does it end? There's 50-year-old women, there's 60-year-old women with that attitude, there's 50-year-old women with that attitude. The most that I've ever been complimented from a woman, though, was from older women, because older women are more like old women that can actually start to see the world past themselves. That's the only time I, as a man, not the only time, like the more common times that I, as a man, will receive compliments is from old women. Oh, you're so handsome. You're so handsome. Oh my God, you're so handsome. Your face is so symmetric. You're so handsome. I don't know. of females but modern women that are younger than whatever age they've obtained in order to have the courage to say that, these modern women will never give a simple compliment as "you're handsome." Old ladies, old ladies do it because they're old now. They don't have to care. But the fact that older women have to say it, well beyond old, and young women can't, is a huge problem. A huge problem. Modern women are exhausting and they are done. There's literally nothing no one can say about anything. If you find yourself somehow falling into the graces of uh or falling into the path of an old model, old ancient model, old ancient model woman, boy, you better hold on to that for dear fucking life. 'Cause you got I mean, like dinosaur level, dinosaur ancient traditional woman. And you might as well hold on to that one because this modern is done. This modern thinking, advanced woman, all this is done. This is done, and dead in the water.